Okay. Okay, how's everyone doing today?
Good.
Ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay, who do we play?
Fair Oaks.
Playing Fair Oaks. Have we played him before?
Yeah. 2 times.
Played him 3 times. This is our 4th.
How come we play them so much?
I don't know, but guess what? We play him 2 more times over the next couple of weeks, if you can believe it.
Wow.
We play him in Fall League, and then we may face them at Placer Cup because they're in our group. So,
Hey, is Granite Bay going to be in our group?
no, I didn't see him there.
Oh, I hate Granite Bay.
So, ladies,
Me
we
too.
got
The
to
18
turn this around starting now, so that it's not just this thing that every time we play them ends up being, 0-2, 0-3. Okay, 2 of the times 0-2, 1 time 0-3. Okay, look, we're in those games, and we've played teams that have played them and have beaten them that we have done really well against. You think in Prospector where we tie 0-0. They happen to get a super late goal on us that one game, make it 2-1, but that's an even game as well. So we are even with these guys. They are not significantly better than us by any means, okay? So you guys need to start thinking that and believing it, okay? So now you have to start finding something within yourselves to take it to that next level. You got to be sick of the fact that it's happened to us a couple times now, right? And they've taken things away from us, right? They took away the 3rd place chance. They took away us going to a championship game, and now this is State Cup. This is State Cup. Right now, you guys are in Platinum, which is the 2nd highest level. The highest level is State Cup itself.
Elite.
No, it's State Cup and then Platinum. And that's where we are, okay? And now you guys have 1 win and 1 loss in State Cup so far, okay? And that loss to Prospector never should have happened. That was the last second goal, right?
Yeah.
But, so it just shows you how you guys are a Platinum level team, okay? And you guys get to stay there with a victory today, okay? But you got to dig deep. Okay, so I really love, I'll just go and then I'll hand it over to Sophia. I really liked our low press yesterday, okay? Led by Saray there, because you are going to be the leader up there. People are going to use you as the line of confrontation. If Saray is way up there, then that must mean I can be way up there. If Saray's back, then I can be back, okay? And so El Dorado Hills really fell into our trap in that sense, right? We let them build up, and then they didn't know what to do, and then they passed it right to us. Every time, right? But we have to know when to press, okay? So that line of confrontation, you guys have to see that the field is divided into 3s, okay? So that line of confrontation is right about here. Can everyone envision that? Can you see that? It's okay if you can't, okay? So right about here, when they start to get the ball, right about in this area, that's when we want to start pressing, okay? Sometimes we let them get up right about here and we started pressing, okay? It's actually a little bit earlier, okay? You don't want it to get up here because then they can maybe try to go over our heads, okay? So it's right about here. That's when we start pressing. We let them build up, and then that's when we press. The other thing is we have to shift. We have to shift as a unit. If the ball's over here, then everybody has to shift, okay? So here's our 3, okay? Here's our 5 and our 4 and our 2. See the hockey? Still got the hockey stick shape, okay? And then we got to press. Okay, here's our 6, here's our 8, and then and here's our 7. Even our 7 is tucked in, okay, 7-11s. I know sometimes you guys get confused, like, oh, coach wants me wide. That's when we have the ball. Okay, when we don't have the ball, you guys are you're compact, and we got to stay compact. Okay, does that make sense? Does that make sense, 7-11s? Zoe and Sophia and Liz, okay? So we're moving over. Now, if we steal the ball, that's when you get wide, okay? Does that make sense? So now we've stolen the ball, now we're transitioning. That's the other thing I want to talk about very quickly, is we have to anticipate that we're going to win the ball, okay? They're coming at us. Oh yeah, it's going to be our turn any minute now. We're about to win the ball, and then we have to anticipate, and then we got to counter, and it has to be fast, okay? It can't be like, oh, okay, we have the ball. What was I supposed to do again? No, we have the ball, and now we have to counter. We have to counter quickly. What are some of the ways that we can counter once we've stolen the ball? Sophia?
We can find our 9s, I think, and Taco or M.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
We do combos.
Yeah.
Around the defenders.
That's 100% correct. So we can, if we won the ball, we can look to find Taco at the 9. And if her back is to the goal, which is good, she might then be able to play back, playing the way she faces to an 8, who's now going to participate. Yep.
I think on what Sophia said, you can't over dribble in that situation.
Yeah, that's true.
You can be like one person in the pass if you can.
Yeah. I think a general good rule, especially if you don't have a lot of space in front of you, is 1 or 2 touches and get the ball off your foot. what happens is we get the ball and then we think, oh, I'm going to dribble or take a couple touches, then I'm going to get my head up, then I'm going to find a pass. No, you should know what you're going to do already. And it happens quickly. I recognize that. They have the ball, and now we have the ball, and it all happens so quickly. That's why experience and playing the game and training, all that comes into play. So you should know where your teammates are. So if we win the ball, we're going to combine with Saray, and then we're going to have an overlapping run by the 8 and split the D. Okay. One play that worked almost really well yesterday was Taco, and I think it was Liz, at the top of the 18. You guys were communicating. You almost combined into the box. It was one of the touch sort of made it go a little bit high, but the idea was there. So you guys got it. Okay, we just got to put it all together now. Okay, back 4. So ladies, real quick, on the back 4, we need to do pressure cover balance. Okay, Em? When the ball was on the other side of the field, you had a tendency to be marking their 7. As opposed to just staying connected with your 5 and 4. Okay, when the ball's over there, so we have to shift. Okay. Laura and Ash, I think you guys did a good job. I think we could have pushed up a little bit more when we were in there attacking third, but you guys did a good job of not being flat, right? Flat, not flat. So make sure that you're not flat, especially against this team, because if they come up here, they might try to go over our heads. Okay. I would also like to see us use Shelby more. Okay, so Shelby, you can even push up a little bit higher yourself. I think you were in your net a little bit too much. Push up so that they feel confident getting the ball back.
Shelby opens us up and we restart.
Yeah, exactly. And we need to be very confident that we can get the ball back to her. Okay, talked about that. So Saray, when you're playing the 9, I tell you to be central, and I tell you to be on the last defender, and you do a good job of that. But as you see the play developing, coming up towards you, that's when you need to start to think about being dynamic. Okay, I want you up there because it's getting the defense away from us. But now that doesn't mean you have to stay there the whole time. So as the ball's building up to you, then you want to make runs. You can even come back and support. You might be compacting the space a little bit, I get that, but you're opening up and finding a pass, so now maybe we can combine. So don't just stay on them the whole time. Always look to move, because it's going to confuse them. Okay? And you can be part of the overlapping runs too, by the way. You can go in and around a 7-11. Okay. So what do we do when we get the ball? What's the key word?
Spread out.
Spread out. You guys are geniuses. That's 100% correct. So we got to do it. It happens quickly. Face the play as you do it, but open up and get out. Okay. Again, I really liked our low press yesterday, so we will do that. But you know what? It's interesting. When we went down 1-0, we started to do a little bit high press, and that actually worked as well too. So it's not that we can't change our mind and shift in the game. Tactically, we might decide to do that. And then everyone has to just know what to do in that situation. Okay? All right. So I gave a couple key points. What did you guys hear? Tell me what the plan is. What's our strategy?
To get out wide to find the width.
Yep, attacking. That is our strategy. Yep.
Low press.
Low press defensive strategy. Okay? And we need to score goals. Okay? And so even though we're low pressing, our goal is still to win that ball and get goals. Okay? We have not scored a lot of goals. We need to start scoring goals. So someone on this team, everyone look around, look at each other. Who's going to be the hero today? Who's going to make the difference? Who's going to make the pass? And who's going to put the ball in the net?
I think Taco.
Okay? Who's going to make the great save, the defensive stop, and not let them shoot from distance? Okay?
Shelby.
Who is going to combine around their player and set up the play? Who's going to take a corner kick and who's going to head it in? Okay?
I almost did,
I
but
can't
I
head it,
did
I'm
it,
too short.
but it went that way.
I would.
Shortness
It's
has
the
nothing to do with the
Mahaney
zone.
against Pharaoh. I had it, got my head on it, but didn't go the way I wanted.
I don't like headers. They hurt my head.
Probably because I do it
head
wrong.
on.
Corner kick, get it
Okay.
really high.
Those are kind of. I like the back. It feels good.
All right. 8s. So 8s, very important. Okay. So ladies, listen up just a little bit more. Okay. Look, when we're doing a throw in over here, okay, and we have the ball. Okay. Wait, over here. Okay, we're attacking this way. Right. Okay. Over here. Over here. Boom. Okay, here's our 2. Here's our 4. Here's our 5. Here's our 3. Right there. Here's our 6. Here's our 9. Here's our 8. Okay, and here is our 7.
I like my best, Kelsey. No, not that.
Okay, everyone see that?
Yeah.
Okay. So the 8s, Allie, and who else did I say? Skits. Okay, look, I want you guys on this line. Okay, so here's the ball. I want you on this line. So now you're checking in, so she can either throw it to you or throw it over your head. Okay? You guys are over here too much. So that's point number 1. Point number 2 is the 9 can be available here, and the 6 can be available. And here, this is the point I want to make. Okay? Everyone listening up? Kind of? 8 needs to be more central here. Okay? Now you were the left 8, but the ball's over here, so you need to shift over. Okay? Does that make sense? 8 skids? Does that make sense? Okay. Good. You guys have to play off of each other, the 8s. You need to know when to get wide, when to support each other, and when to combine. Okay, Taco, any questions on that? Because the 9 often will remain central, but if it's a good enough throw, there's no reason why we can't find the 9 on those as well. Okay, that's what I got. Any questions?
No,
Okay,
Coach.
you guys gonna win today.
Yeah.
Find it within yourselves, okay? Find an extra level.
We can
Push it.
do this.
And, oh, the last thing I'll say is, yes, the team is aggressive, but you can go shoulder to shoulder. Okay, that ref yesterday, when you go shoulder to shoulder and you send a girl flying, it's not a foul. And it's
I
legal.
did that before against the Bros. I got a yellow card when I did that.
All right, good. Okay. Oh, lineup. All right, Ken already went over it.
I'm a 6, Laura and Ash are 5 and 4.
Yeah, Zoe.
MC 3.
Are we going out?
I wonder
If we lose, there's a good chance we'd be in goal for sure.
Maybe, but
If we tie, do we go into penalty kicks or something?
No, another good question.
that's only for like,
That we'd have to wait and find out because there's a lot of other teams in our region. Yeah,
How come I never play the other teams? We only go to playoffs.
they just happen to be in our region in our current same level. Okay, Shelby goalie, Lily, M, 2s and 3s, Laura and Ash 5 and 4. Kylie 6, Allie and Skid starting at 8. Taco 9, Zoe and Liz to start at 7 and 11. Okay?
I have a question. Can I wear my black? Because I forgot my pistol.
It depends. If they're gray, absolutely you can.
Yeah, they're good.
Okay. Yeah, and of course. Okay, good. Any questions?
Yes, Shelby. I'll just change that.
I'm going.
Yeah. Is that game over?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we could.
I only need one.
Why do you put that in your mouth?
Liz, because I can't.
Kind of gross.
Oh, I'm in?
You can
get
You're not paying attention. You just